I found out what my spiritual name is. I'm on that path, so I asked my spirit, "What's your name?" I saw these letters pop up in my head: Kalamai.
I dig it. I
You know what I'm
dig it.
saying? And that's what I changed my name to, from Don Gutter. I don't live the street life no more. I don't sell drugs no more.
All
I
right.
don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that no more. So
Right.
like I don't go by that title no more. I
So
go by my
how
spirit.
was the transition in the life, and for in the music, what I'm talking about? Like having to switch from selling the drugs and making that music to, because I mean that's the life you live. You get influenced by it somehow to go into a, what I'm saying, a whole
Yeah,
different lane with that.
yeah. It's like I, I mean, I can't say that it was just super hard for me because
Right.
I'm really not from this planet, bro. You
I
know what I'm
dig it. I
saying?
dig it.
Like real talk, I'm from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even from Earth. I'm not a fleshly being. I'm a spiritual being.
I
This
dig
body is not the body that I know. I've been knowing since I was a kid that I'm not from this planet. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing since I was a kid that I'm on a whole different mission. I'm on a mission to help this planet get heavens, like elevate the vibrations, the frequency of what's going on here. You know what I'm
it. Okay.
saying?
Well, you in the right motherfucking place with your music, bro, because
Absolutely.
it's a lot of people not going to heaven that's in this music right now. So
You know
you in
what
the
I'm
right
saying?
place to save souls if that's
For
what you're
real.
gonna do.
For real.
But I tell you something, I tell y'all right now that I can see the nigga, I can smell the nigga, he's human.
Mhm.
That nigga smell like black meat. So
He's here.
he is here officially, but spiritually, I'm with you, bro. I know what you talking about, man. My father's minister my whole life, man. And sometimes I feel like I'm not amongst the mass, but at the end of the day, man, we got to be amongst them, and we got to do what we got to do, and sometimes it's saving souls. So I appreciate you getting on here and being like a particular type of artist. I heard your flow, nigga. I stepped to you. I called you out woodworks. I only call out a few niggas out the woodworks, man. So yeah, your spirit is shining, bro, because I seen it clearly.
I really
You know what I'm saying?
appreciate
So I love your thoughts and I love where you're going. And you know what? I love your music too. It's
appreciate
very
that.
inspirational, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you still got that swag that everybody else got, but you just saying something different. So it lets you know the people that's really listening and the people that ain't.
I
So
appreciate
You know
what
what
that.
I'm
was the
saying?
moment that changed the music?
The moment that changed my music was the moment I changed into my higher self.
You got married, man. Tell the truth, man. Your wife did that shit, man. Quit playing, man.
No,
Now I was
I
doing this
mean,
before I met her. I've been on my
that's what he
path. I've
said.
been on since I knew my purpose. Like that's what it is. Like one day some stuff happened in my life. Like but that's not what made me start meditating to find out who I am. That wasn't even why I started meditating. I wasn't like, oh, I'm living a bad life. I'm going through this bad
Mhm.
stuff. So let me figure out what I need to do to change my life around. That's not really what happened. You know what I'm saying? I always been intrigued with the supernatural. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I always been intrigued. Like when people say you can't do that, you can't do telepathy, you can't fly, you can't do none of that stuff ain't real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I believe opposite. I believe all that's real. You know what I'm saying? So when I changed, like when I started meditating, trying to go out of body, trying to bring my soul out of my body so I can fly, I end up turning to a better person. Instead of just taking my soul out of my body to fly, meditating activated my spirit and I stopped wanting to do all the bad things. So when I stopped wanting to do all the bad things, I stopped wanting to talk about all the bad things. You know what I'm saying? It's just
So you
like,
did fly.
yeah,
In virtue, you did fly.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you flew away from all that bad shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
that's hands
talk,
down.
real
Yeah,
talk.
that's real talk, nigga. Yeah.
So all right. I mean, just to kind of explain it, because like what I'm saying, I was doing this before I actually started getting serious into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a play thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But there was a moment that changed it. It was kind of like a trigger. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a wake up moment. You know what I'm saying? My cousin got killed. You know what I'm saying? Life was cool up until that point, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, that's when I started to realize, you know what I'm saying, I need to start doing some different things with my life, right? Is there a trigger moment for you? Was it just, you know what, I just woke up and I was like, you know what, I'm really gonna start looking into it.
No, I just said I want to take my soul out of my body so I can fly. I know that in a dream state, we is in another dimension. This
Yeah.
is not pretend. It's not your imagination. When you sleep, you in another reality.
Right.
Every time you dream, you go into another dimension. Your spirit is out of this body, the physical body. You're not in the three dimension no more. You're in a whole different realm, and you playing in those realms. So that's what I wanted to do: come out my body and fly. That's all.
Can you control the realms? Can you like go into one specific realm anytime that you want to? Or do you still feel like
Yeah.
it's some practice on that?
If you practice, you can do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you practice, you can go wherever you want to go. You can go wherever you want to go.
You want to describe the realm? I'm into it. I'm like, shit, nigga, what does the realm look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it
I mean,
purple and gold?
it looked like wherever you go to. Like I done been to different planets. I done been on UFOs.
Out there.
I've been on Earth. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like in the sky, seeing different souls, seeing people's souls, like how the inside, they insides are, like all type of stuff. I just been out of body. Like matter of fact, one time I was locked up, and when I was asleep in my dream state, I was another person's guardian angel. So like it was an 8-year-old that was finna die, and she could see me because she was in that state. You know what I'm saying? She was like close to death, finna die, like the Reaper was finna come get her. So in that state, she could see the spirits, and she saw her spirit guide guiding her until she died. You know what I'm saying? So one time I had to wake up because lunch was coming. They was talking about chow time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we all know that shit.
Yes, but I could hear it in the other realm. I could hear it. So I told her I'll be back. I'm gonna meet you back right here. And I woke up, like I came back to my body, woke up, got the sandwich, put in a bag, lay back down, came back to the spot, but she wasn't at that spot. So I just went to where she was at, walked with her. We walked down some train tracks somewhere, hit a corner, and the Reaper came. And she looked back, left with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that was an experience for me. But I knew
That was
it
that time.
real, you
That
know
was
what
that
I'm saying?
time you talking about. Yeah, that's real shit.
I just knew it was real. How I wake up from here, tell her I'm gonna come back, wake up, and I control that. Like I came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's not far fetched because my father's a minister my whole life, and I've had some things I'm just not able to tell people because I don't want them to think something different of it. So I'm glad you're expressing yourself because
and the freedom of
that does come
expressing
true.
yourself. That's another thing, because this could have been drawn out of you, but it wasn't. This is something you gave to the world directly.
Right.
Now the question I want to ask you is,
Mama,
because he is free with it. Like this doesn't seem like something that he wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How does that?
You got it first.
Do you go through the same things, or have you had the same experiences? And
That's what brought us together.
Okay.
Ah.
I was doing speaking on YouTube, and his mom actually followed me on YouTube when I first. Well, he's been awake way longer than me,
Okay.
and like he's been doing it for like some years. I just only.
What'd you call it? You said he's been awake longer than you?
Yeah, he's been awake longer than me.
Oh, that's all right.
I wasn't conscious. I was conscious but unconscious. It was like I knew things, but I didn't know why I knew them, and I wasn't accepting it. And when I did start to awaken and accept what had happened, my first, no offense to nobody, but my first experience was God telling me his name wasn't Jesus, his name was Yahweh, and I was like, what? Like, what's up? Like, what you mean? Like, because I had been raised traditional religion, and when that happened, his mom was like, she was steady telling him, you need to watch this lady on YouTube. Like, you need to watch this lady. And he ended up seeing me on YouTube, and that's what I was telling, because it took me like 3 days.
So y'all like YouTube marriage, the chick, but guys and girls, huh? Y'all met each other on YouTube?
No.
Okay.
She had her. She had her own thing.
I understand that part.
It's something like that on Facebook. It's something like that. Like Facebook, my mom was watching her doing a live on Facebook.
Right.
So she came.
Did y'all know each other at that time?
We didn't know each other at all. And I wasn't.
So yeah, I guess it was a YouTube connection. Because his mom actually like followed me and told him to watch me, and when he watched me, he knew what my experience was real because based on what he experienced, and we reached out, and he reached out to me
on YouTube.
And real talk, no, all bullshit aside, real talk. His text message on my thing, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it hit my heart, and I was like, I gotta meet him. Like it was something. And he didn't say nothing sexual. It was just like, I want to meet you because of your energy, or
we connected.
It really was like I wanted a friend, like. When I first woke up, I'm one of the first wave ascenders. So everybody that was waking up, when I was waking up, everybody in the world was saying, y'all talking to demons, y'all crazy, y'all need to be in the crazy home. Y'all like, come on. Like, so we was like, we didn't have no friends, we didn't have nobody we could talk about this with, like, bro, this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? This happened to me in my dream. I meditated, took a hex off a person, bro. I can't talk about this with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard pill to swallow. For
like, it's just me.
Yeah.
Even my family saying, even my G-mom talking behind my back. Everybody talking behind my back. So I ain't got nobody to talk to about it.
Well, you don't need nobody if you got a wife.
that's why God sent me.
Exactly. That's what it was. When I saw that video, for her to say, and for her to be crying like she really believed in Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know what God told me. That ain't my son's name. I don't like that name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, God really talking to her. So I just said, I want to be your friend. I want to meet you, you know what I'm saying, so that we can be friends. Like I can have somebody to talk to about these experiences. I don't have no friends with this.
So then here's my question. What do you guys call, and I don't know how the terminology, I don't know how it go, you know what I'm saying, but what do you guys call this phenomenon y'all got going on?
Spirituality.
Spirituality. There it
Getting to
is.
know your higher self. It's not religion though.
Yeah.
Because the difference in spirituality and religion is judgmental to tell you what you can't do. Spirituality tell you I accept you as you are, and everything that you go through is a part of your journey. You're supposed to learn from it. When you find yourself sort of going through the same thing, it means you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until you get it, you're going to go through the same thing. But everything in life is a school.
And that's,
you know what I'm saying?
what, that's some real good teachings, because you know what, I tell my wife all the doggone time, look, it's okay to make mistakes, but you shouldn't make the same mistakes 50 times.
If you just haven't learned that lesson,
you haven't learned that lesson.
Because life is a school for real.
Right.
It's a school to learn how to live life. You know what I'm saying? Like learn how to live.
Yeah, we
not survive. Not learn how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Earth is not the school to learn how to survive, and people every day is trying to figure out how to survive. That's it. People working jobs every day, surviving, not becoming business owners. You know what I'm saying? Not having dreams, not having goals, surviving off a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not what Earth is for. Earth is life. It's we supposed to be living life on Earth.
Hey, you know what? We definitely gonna have to bring y'all to the show again so that we can get deep into that part of it, because there's probably a lot of other people out there that need to hear the voices of y'all.
Before we go anywhere else.
But we're not going nowhere. I was just letting them know. But we got to get into this motherfucking hip hop.
Hold on. Before we go anywhere else, is there a deity?
Is there
a deity? What you mean?
A God. Is there a God name? Okay.
No, I ain't gonna have no man. You know what? Hey, man, like I said, my father's a minister my whole life, and ain't no way he gonna put some demons on the show with me. You know, he might put some niggas that act bad and act up, but he ain't about to
the
put
Most High God, Yahweh, the creator, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the Alpha and Omega, the first, last, and the end.
Somebody might have missed that. You see what I'm
Nah,
saying?
because people ask me that. People ask that all the time. Like, do y'all believe in Jesus? Like, do y'all think God is real?
Yeah, they would have said they atheists first.
But even for them, if they go to the old King James version of the Bible, Yahweh is in it. The name Yahweh is in it. Yeshua in it too.
And the thing is, it's not that we're against the Bible. We speak the truth in the Bible.
Right.
And it's a lot of stuff in the Bible that you have to read to understand, to know where the lies are. It don't mean the word ain't true. It just means you got to figure out where they done twisted it so you can tell it in truth.
Because even lies are true.
And you got to be
like the lie come from the truth.
Yeah.
So it got to be.
Yeah, it got to start from somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just like God is first, and the devil came from somewhere, and he came from God. So yeah, the lie does come from a truth. You're exactly right, man. Yeah, that's real talk. So now let's get into the artistry of your lyrics, man. You spoke on a lot of love and a lot of good stuff when you was rapping, man, but it fit in the aura of the rest of the niggas that was rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now I know it was a spiritual thing. But in the mix of all of it, man, did you used to rap a different way?
Yeah.
Because you said you changed your...
Yeah, my name used to be Don Good.
Give us one of them old raps, nigga. You still remember that shit? Don't let that...
I gotta think about it.
Hey, if you an artist, nigga, you got it all.
I haven't been rapping about that stuff for years.
Yeah, all right. Well, we want a little segment of that. We want a segment of that, and then we want you to...
Okay, see, bad with the heat. Got a rap strap time in the back.
Hey, that's his little brother right
I
there.
don't even remember that, bro. I don't remember that, bro.
He's like, that was my track.
I don't remember that, bro. It's like, look, it's like this. Do it not say in the word that once you start doing good deeds, your wrongs are erased out of the book. So I forgot that. I would have to go pull it up. Go
I don't even want that demon to get woke up anyway. Leave it over there sleep because he messed around
But you know what?
and I can't get him back over this side.
Hey, you know what? I was gonna put you on one of your old ones to who you are right now, because sometimes you can open up that book.
They gotta
open up that book, but
they gotta know how that they can change too. Like I came from that lifestyle.
I wanted the artist to see the transformation, and sometimes it's not as hard as you think it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, bring it back to me.
Yeah.
So you can go look it up.
So I think that was the most important thing to me, is to see the transformation, because these artists nowadays that are out here rapping and stuff, they're gonna have to transform because music is gonna change again.
Yeah, it's changing
and when it
right now.
changes, sometimes they need a leader to show them how the change happened.
Right.
And you know, if you foresee and you be seeing a lot of stuff ahead of time, this might be one of your visions of how rap's gonna be. So I'm gonna hold you down to that, and I'm gonna hold you responsible for it.
I ain't gonna lie, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Anything you can go look up Don Gutter, DONGUTTA.
Old boy's name.
You know what I'm saying? That's my old name on and my old channel is Yahweh Kalamai. All my old music on there, you can, you know what I'm saying, fine. But it's just not coming to the forefront of my mind.
Hey
right
man,
now,
I ain't tripping right now, man. Hey, you know what? Ain't nothing better than ain't nothing better than a senator became a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say spiritual in y'all realm?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know, because a lot of us get lost and we don't know how to get found, and sometimes it's just within yourself to get found. You know, so but don't let me get to preaching. I'm telling you, I got about 47 years of that in my system. Even though my dad died in 2006, he still left me with his scrolls and all his lyrics. So I turned it into a book. I took all his sermons and put them in a book. But you know, that's a whole nother topic and shit. You know what I mean?
That's deep, though.
But yeah, it's real deep. You know, that book's 300 something pages, and I wrote that, and I don't know how I did it. It took me 2 years, and I've been a bad boy my whole life. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I put my glasses on, I go back into a nerd, but you know, I did that, and it was something for me, you know, because it changed my whole vernacular, how I live my life and things. You know, just writing a book, because you know, you take scrolls and you put them into a book, you're gonna get something out of it, no doubt. So, man, bless it, y'all. Y'all good folk come on the TV. I mean, on the TV show, and I want you guys to come back. We're gonna have a whole segment of just y'all on this mother. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I was gonna say just Yahweh just a second. I was like, where's the
Yeah, just have y'all on there. Hey, little bro, we got you on camera too. You get visually seen. So.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm still trying to think of something to get y'all for that.
Hey man, you know what? The devil don't get no time. The devil don't get no time today with you on the mic, man.
Won't let you.
Yeah, well, we just call it God's way today, man. The devil ain't gonna let you get no. Yeah, no
Reformation is reformation.
No doubt. So what we about to do right now is we gonna
Oh yeah, I did hear him say that. Shout out my brother Ace Low Key, man. Say that boy go hard too. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta check him out, but he got something in the works.
Yeah, he probably grimy too. He probably got all
still on
that.
that?
Oh, he's still on that cut though. Yeah, he's still on that.
Yeah, he the one that remembered your lyrics.
Yeah, cause he's still on that. Yeah, say he said yeah, he for real.
That nigga say you know what I'm talking about.
That's who you don't want no problem with. He ain't gonna bring it to you, but you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm talking about I come in peace. You know what I'm saying? I come in peace, but.
He's the other side of the
We ain't
coin.
gonna even talk about that.
He the other side of that coin.
Man, we all gotta learn our lessons one way or another.
that's
Like,
the
that's the old lifestyle. Like I say, I used to live that way. I'm
Yeah,
the
the nigga
oldest
like
brother
he
out
is.
of four.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Nigga
I'm
like
the
he
oldest
is 'cause
brother
of
out
you.
of four. Exactly.
Mhm.
Like I used to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Gang bang, everything, all that. But I don't. It's not me no more.
Well, you know, that's how they go, man. You know what I'm saying? People change. As you age, you get wiser, man. If you don't, then you're just an old dummy.
Yeah, real
That's
time.
how
You look like
out
a
there.
fool. That's what a fool is, though.
Mhm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you grow, you get knowledge every day. But you know what I'm saying? You're not wise if you're not using the good knowledge
Yeah.
that you're
Right.
getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
listening is the key. You know what I'm saying? People be like, Scott, you talk a lot, but you know what? I've listened for a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Once you become a leader, then you do more talking than listening, because everybody you leading, they only got a little bit to say. So just remember, you know, sometimes you gotta listen throughout these ventures in life. You know what I'm saying? And then when you've gathered up enough information, you'll be able to lead the flock. You know, and so
Or when you gathered enough experience. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who getting information, they reading that black and white, and they
Mhm.
still spewing lies. You feel me?
Well, information
So
is
that's
not
all they
reading.
read.
Information is not reading. Information is knowing and seeing and
Yeah,
using your
That's
all your
informed
signs.
decisions.
You know,
That's informed.
it's like you didn't know what you didn't know what a apple pie smelled like until you had one made in front of you and you smelled it cooking in the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when you learned that. You know what I'm saying? My mama used to cook it all the time. I didn't know what it was. I was just like, that smelled good.
Yeah.
But then one day I went in the kitchen and watched her do it from scratch and make it all the way and stick it in the oven, and I got to sit down and smell it as it was baking. I was like, oh, then I started saying, oh, mama cooking apple pie in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, seeing it is believing it, and that's the structure of life. You know what I'm saying? People can tell you can read a whole bunch of stuff. The Bible gives you a whole bunch of stuff. These books give you a whole bunch. Oh, the white man gave us a whole bunch of stories.
The whole bunch.
Well,
His
talk about
story.
that
It was
now.
his story.
So now we creating our own stories. So in hip hop and rap, that's what we do. We creating stories. So if you telling niggas drugs and guns all the time, and I got nothing against that. Let me go on. I got nothing against it. I'm cool. You know, we got to protect the American way. But at the end of the day, if you're out there and you're leading and you're teaching, you got to watch out what you're leading and teaching, because after a while, people will just follow you.
I mean, I don't want to lead people to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm leading people to life, bro, to living, eternal living, like real talk, eternal living. Like I know people, I know the world revolve around hate right now. That's what that's what people want to hear, the hate. But that's
Everybody hate
changing,
America,
bro.
that's all.
That's changing though. That's changing. Like real talk, that's dying. That hate is dead, bro. That's dead. We don't want to see people dying no more. We don't want to see our people dying, bro. We want to see our kids living. We want to see us getting businesses. We want to see us owning some stuff, bro. We don't. Yes, bro. We don't want. We tired of seeing us in poverty, bro. In the gutter, in the slums. Like we could come up, but it's gonna take love, bro. It's gonna take us coming together. It's gonna take us seeing a better way.
And unselfishness. Unselfishness is very important.
Music
because people are stingy as fuck nowadays, and that hurts us because we only stingy to us. And I'm gonna tell you, all these other races, they are bringing their families, their friends, people they know. They will choose everybody that's from the poorest part of their country to lead something in America because they don't want to give it to us. Yep. You know, so we got to start changing the way we think.
We already are changing. It's a conscious connection on the earth right now, and it's like all black people speaking up, doing positive things and changing stuff right now. This election, we had more black people put in the power.
Changing colors, my wife say.
So yes, we had more black people put in the power than has ever been in the United States. And so just looking at the world as a whole, black people are becoming more conscious. We are becoming better business consumers. We are starting to support each other more. And we taking our place where we supposed to. So I just want to reaffirm the ones that's listening, making a difference. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing. You either do or you don't. So I want to commend the ones that's the difference makers.
Okay, thank you very much, because that's me. I ain't got nothing but black folks in this summer gun.
Absolutely.
And I ain't race. I ain't registered them on rich, poor, or nothing. But everybody in my house is black right now. Or mixed with some black.
For real though.
You know, it's a black owned company over here. Me and Littles are the only two black men that run this company. I got another company that my wife runs for me, and she's taking over. So I'm doing all black. Well, the people that we deal with on my wife's side of our company is all white people, but you know that's where the money comes. So I just take that money and I filter it over here to open up for more black folks. That's what me and Little do over here. We open up these mics. You know what? It ain't that I'm racist. Well, okay, I'm not racist, but I can't say it on mic. I'm not racist, but I will tell you something. I start with my people first. If I run out of black folks, then I'll start going to other races. But it's gonna be hard to run out of black folks because nigga, we everywhere. Absolutely. So hands down, you always gonna see my people on this joint. When I'm sitting down, you gonna see my color, because dark color is everything, man. You can't get no colors without black.
That melanin, that what?
You can't get nothing without black, man. Everything it'd be a color called pale. That's be the colors.
Hey, that melanin. This what they hate us for. You know what I'm talking about? This what they hate us for.
Yeah.
This what give us our spiritual connection, bro. So the reason why they have sleep deprivation, the people who don't retain melanin, bro. This man, bro.
Yeah, I gotta have him on another show so we can go deep into that. Okay, we got off the hemisphere of rap and hip hop.
Yeah,
real quick.
That's where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to be. So let me not say my bad like that.
But real quick, I do gotta ask the two questions that I asked all the artists, because I'm doing a tally on what artists are saying about this and who they choosing, because maybe that can help me figure out why artists are in this dimension of hate, what you said, guns and drugs. And so my question is, who's your all-time favorite artist?
All-time, say, man, too.
Old school, baby. Give me an old school artist.
You talking about hip hop? He talking about hip hop though, see. But
you have to do hip hop.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, if I gotta say something, if I gotta pick somebody,
Common, no bullshit.
Nah, he ain't that old.
I was gonna say Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Nas is old. That's a good call.
I was gonna say Nas.
Nas is a blessed man.
And Webby, but
Nas is a good man. Okay, well, year to date, who's your favorite artist?
Here today, I should really.
Can't say you, nigga.
I know. See, I can't say me. Okay, so I can't really say like I haven't been listening to a lot of people like that. B.O.B. That's why. I say that. I was thinking that just because he's B.O.B.
B.O.B.
What do you think?
Google. Nah, I'm
Yeah, I've been working. Yeah, say
he underground hustle though. He in the T.I. label. Or I don't know if he still is, but he was when he came out.
Thank God for Littles, man. He know everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Between me and my partner, we know everything. Ask us a question.
But he always be getting on the government. Like he exposed. He do that in his music. He exposed and he go hard with it.
Well, then I would have thought you would have said Public Enemy then. As an old school artist.
But they still violent. You feel me? Like I ain't really thinking about.
I was just playing.
Nah,
I respect your game. I respect who you like. I like Nas.
Like everybody I think about, like everything that I think about right now just revolve around what reflect how I am on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's what it got to reflect on the outside. Like I don't really kind of have a favorite artist that's negative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that because you ain't negative, and that's a good thing. I'm not negative. You gonna always see me with a smile. Niggas be like, why this nigga always happy? I go through my problems, I have my situations, but I don't try to bless that on anybody else. You know, because the blessing can go both ways. A nigga can bless you with bad, or a nigga can bless you with good.
So they don't even know that.
They don't even know that.
It all depends on the works that the person that you saying I bless you, or you know what I'm saying, God bless you today. When you do that to people, you don't know what the karma that they have brought on themselves. So that blessing could be a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been cursing everybody else.
Yep. And a lot of us black folks have curses on us that we gotta uplift by changing the way we do. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's as easy as that. But we're gonna go out of here. We'd like to thank Kalamai and his wife for coming through. And
Anastasia the ball.
Already. Thank you, bro.
Hey, man, you got my number. You gotta call me, man, and set up a session with just you and your wife, non-rap. Just, let's get into your spiritual thing, man. We need that. I've been trying to find somebody that's gonna be on the show on Sundays, and I'm a Sabbath keeper, so on Sundays that I talk spiritual talk. So
you a Sabbath keeper though, cause you finna start a whole nother topic.
I
was raised 7-day Adventist.
I was too.
I was raised 7-day Adventist. You said you're a Sabbath keeper. That's what that means.
Yeah, I know. But see, my father went outside of that because Ellen G. White was the pastor, and he don't believe in women preaching. So my father just became a Christian, but we still uphold the 7th-day Sabbath.
That's what's up.
But we'll get on that another grimy day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So we'll definitely talk. Don't leave. We want to put all the artists at the table, and y'all can mix among each other. So we're gonna take a break real quick. Wake up over there, engineer.
Nigga out of there.
That nigga out of there, boy. That nigga had one too many drinks. Oh yeah, we're gonna catch that nigga in the studio.
Nigga out of there.
Oh man, I just took a picture of him. Hey, all the artists, before you leave, you gotta sign my doggone wall. Sign my wall.
All right, logo, bro.
Logo, bro. Let's jump on to a beat, some music. You got some music, or you need me to plug in?
Oh yeah, I do comedians. That's all the comedian name I see.
Yeah, he was on the show. He was on our first show.
You get the logo?
All right, so let's go ahead and run out of here with a beat. You got some music? Let's just drop anything. We'll take a 10-minute break for the music, and we'll come back in and get all the artists established and sitting down.
Yeah. Say, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, I done changed the whole topic of the show and everything.
No, it's God bless it. He said you're supposed to say what you say.
Yeah, it just came out of it. It just, that's how it be. Like,
Say where your rest of your sound don't get picked up.
I can't really talk about, I don't know how to talk about nothing else. Like, when I'm in topic, when I start talking.
Hey, man, when the world got to listen to you, sometimes you got to talk about what they need to hear.
Anything in there?
Exactly what they need. They've been getting what they want.
Music?
For
I got
long
music.
enough.
All right, we're going to go on to plug in this music.
Oh, shit, they been getting what they want long enough, man. Time to get what they need, man.
We're going to sit everybody down.
I'm going to have to let you handle that.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit everybody. I'm not going to even sit in. I'm going to let the artist sit in.
Johnny back?
I need to drop Kevin in real quick. As a matter of fact, let us just continue. Let's just keep rolling. Can we keep rolling? Can you put us back on live? Oh, okay. Put us back on live. Hey, Kev, come on, sit in, Kev.
Somebody had tuned in too, babe.
Come on, sit back in, Kev. Let me drop you.